Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. First of all, I am so sorry for the camera shaking. I have my 3D printer going, so it's just gonna have to be what it is. Also, if you don't know who I am, my name is Haley. I run a small crochet business called Hook by Haley, and I'm also in a different position. You can see that the desk is to the left of me, and usually it's to the right of me. I actually moved my room around yesterday, which is why I didn't film much. Today's actually Wednesday. I know. Yesterday, I just kind of relaxed because Monday I was driving all day, and I think I have some kind of head cold also, so that's why I kind of look terrible, but don't judge me too much. I need to get content out, so I'm going to do my best to do that. This week is a bit weird, like last week. Still gonna be mainly crochet focused because I got some stuff I need to do. I need to finish that Disney blanket like I mentioned before. I actually printed out my blocking board. It's currently printing the little dowels that go into it, so we'll get to blocking eventually. And then the same person who ordered the blanket also ordered 2 stuffed animals. Currently, I started working on a unicorn. This is the head situation that I'm still working on. I got the legs and arms done and the main body done. I just need to finish all the tiny bits and the head and then get everything sewed together. And then she also ordered a Triceratops, which is Spider-Man colors, which is just red, white, and blue, but that I also need to figure out. And then obviously putting the blanket together. I don't know how much of that I'm gonna get done this week because I'm going out of town again for my wedding anniversary trip with my husband, which by the way, today is my wedding anniversary, Wednesday, November 19th. That is what I'm going to do right now. I am just going to finish the head. I'm going to start on all of the main hair pieces and then the horn and sewing everything together. I'm hoping I can get it done today. It's already past noon. I had a lot of stuff that I needed to do this morning. I had to go to the store, I had to get lunch in the crock pot, all that stuff. So I'm hoping I can still get some stuff done today, but we shall see. I don't know how much I'm gonna get done. And then tomorrow I think is another free day. I think I'll have some more time to get stuff done, but we'll see. I'm going to start on this and I will keep you updated on when all the pieces are done. Welcome to the video.
Looking for one? What you do when you're sort of a hermit, which is never nice to say out loud, but it is what I am.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Melvin.
I noticed you sitting on the chest of your friend. Are you very disconcerting?
It's just something I like to do. I don't really want to get into.
And he says, Kisami was born into a family of some heritage from the old city of the stars. She
for sharing. I will hear about it. Thank you.
He opens up a beautiful wooden chest that has a series of geometrical, some floral, some around. You see that they have small holes in the top and bottom. Is it magical? Or yes, quite. But when I say perishable, I mean that the magic will wear off sooner rather than later, and so therefore it's unlikely. I've had them for over a year. I haven't used them yet. I'll have many other traps and defenses. These are sort of a means of last resort. I was preparing to make more, and hopeful if what you need is for circumstances to change quickly.
Yeah, not one to be trusted with this.
The eggs.
See it yours. I'm not gonna lie.
The hell?
He see that his boots are clad in cold iron.
What?
He surges forward to close with you. Thimble, that is your turn.
No!
Save us!
Cousins! They're friendly!
Okay, you are going to make this persuasion check with disadvantage.
Stop your persuasion.
But the wolf's back, so you're good, right?
Wait, I'm immediately after her. Can I do something to aid her in this at all? Is it possible that my next turn, if I see us pausing on combat?
If you want to,
Jumping around.
these sprites have charmed you, but not necessarily anything else.
The hardest thing is to get started. You have to get it on paper.
We have started to deal with computers at higher and higher levels of abstraction.
And push a button.
Rapid prototyping allows you to identify what's in.
That's what makes you so dangerous. They'll never see you coming.
Trying to put on a show.
You actually think you could escape your past? So please, forgive me for my actions. I was only acting in defense.
She looks to you and says, we defend our border fiercely.
As you should.
You see that she regards you all, looks over. What do you think, Rain Bloom? You see that the Scribe makes step-by-step guides for any process with AI. You know what's terrifying at work? When you start a new job and there's no training, none of the processes are documented. And you see that Rain Bloom is, how did we get so many? And you see that Les Blossom goes, I don't know, all the berry vines, a few minutes ago, all the berry vines went nuts. There's so many berries everywhere. We're gonna,
Rainbow, can I go look at the Hopper crystal?
yes, we've been calling it crystal because it dims as the new moon approaches and it seems to wax and wane with the moon. But it's just a name we've given it. I do slightly beside Wick. And just say only what I did because it is common knowledge. A lion folk warrior came here, desperately fleeing. He asked for visions of what was to come. You should go and talk to Zawa. I should say no more.
When a child is in the hospital, visitors come to say hello.
See the burn marks of red-hot iron that this soothsayer has suffered in the world of mortals greatly. I did see something in the crystal.
Can cat take his clothes off for a minute?
Yeah, like you're right. What? Why?
Is that not cocked?
No, it was not cocked, but let's hear that one. No, it was a one that I rolled.
You see, she looks at you and says, and why would I help you? Fairies, little pixies, are not great of stature. You need to make room. You don't have space in that heart for what you lost and the passion you'll need to get vengeance on those who took it from you.
I guess we'll...
Looking down at you,
We were stealthy, right? With our bright lights.
I'm gonna get everybody here to tell me their initiative that they rolled. What do we get Cat again?
18.
9.
What do we get Thimble?
27.
Oh, bang! What do we get Tayor?
8.
8.
7? 9. Oh, okay.
Cat, Wig. Great. Okay. And that's emanating from me.
40 feet from you?
Yes.
Okay.
20 feet and then 40 feet past you. So, gotcha. In the dim light, you can see shape.
It is now 5 p.m. exactly, and I've kind of been multitasking, which is kind of why making all of the parts would take me so long. I actually started blocking my squares, so I've been doing that, and every time between like moving them off the blocker and then moving more onto the blocker, I've been making all of the parts. I have all of the main pieces done. I've got 7 pieces of that. I did complete the horn. All of the pieces to sew onto the body are done except for the tail, which I always forget about, but I will do that after I finish making dinner because it is 5 o'clock, and I'm going to continue blocking these squares until that's done, and then hopefully my husband will come home with the black yarn that I need to finish off the blanket, which will take me a long time, but I'm hoping it'll be done at least this week, and then next week, at the beginning of next week, I can actually maybe ship off the blanket at least, because I don't have red yarn for the Triceratops or enough white yarn for the Triceratops, so I still have to get that yarn. But I think I'm moving at a pretty decent pace. I still feel like I'm developing some kind of head cold or sickness. I don't feel great. I really don't feel great. My stomach hurts a little bit. My headache has not gone away since last night, and I've got the sniffles, so I will most likely see you guys tomorrow. What day is it? Happy Thursday. It is 11:15 in the morning. I'm so sorry if I sniffle too much because I certainly have come down with something. I'm pretty sure it's a cold. I don't know. I don't know. I just truly cannot get up on time or anything, and I'm sniffling. My nose sounds a bit stuffy. I'm so sorry, but I started the video, so I'm gonna keep going with it. Like I mentioned, did all of the parts of the unicorn yesterday, and also all of those are ready to be put together other than the top 4. Don't look at those. So I am going to start putting this unicorn together. I am hoping that I could just get it all sewn and done, and then we will continue with the blanket, which is the goal today, is to get all of the squares and stuff together. I will literally do what it takes to get this done today, so we'll see how that goes. And yeah, that's my plan, is to finish the unicorn as soon as possible this morning, and then start the blanket and finish the blanket today. So is that too much? Probably. Do I feel not great? Yes, but we're gonna keep trying because I need to get this stuff done. So it is currently 1:34 p.m. and I kind of forget how long sewing takes to make an entire body with a head and legs and arms and a lot of hair pieces. So obviously it took me a while, but I did finish the unicorn. Let me show you. Here is the finished unicorn. There we go. All sides. That's all of the hair pieces and everything. We got the glitter eyes, the gold glitter eyes. So yeah, done. Pattern is from EnchantingLoops. I'm gonna be honest, I bought this pattern a while ago for the intention of making it for this order, and I did not like the pattern that much, so the only thing that I followed to a T for the pattern is the head shape and also the starting of all of the arms and legs. Everything else is kind of just like my go at it. Like, I changed a lot in the pattern, but I still use the pattern, so I'm still gonna credit it. There's not a lot of good unicorn plushie patterns out there, which I was a little surprised about because unicorns are quite popular for a kid's toy, at least a girl's kid's toy. I don't know. But I did use the pattern by EnchantingLoops on Etsy. It wasn't too much, and also if I ever wanted to make it again, obviously I just use what the changes that I use here and it would come out just fine. So she just had what looked like to be more of a toy than just a normal plushie. Like, all of the arms and legs were made differently than what I did. I sewed on all of the pieces, whereas her plushie pattern required that you crochet the body pieces together. The only thing that you needed to sew on were all of the smaller bits, like the hair pieces, the ear and the horn with the head, and then everything else was crocheted into the body. So I did not do that. I liked the feeling of being in control of where I was putting the body pieces, and I am glad that I did that because I feel like mine just looks more like what I wanted than what the pattern showed. Anyways, still a very good pattern if you need a unicorn plushie pattern. And yeah, finally finished that. It's 1:38. I really need to start on that blanket, so that is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to begin to sew all of the squares together. Obviously the border will be last, and we gotta lock in. We gotta lock in and do it now. So also, by the way, the blanket pattern for the squares and her instructions to sew the pieces together is by Shoppy's Gifts on Etsy. I will also include that information in the description as well. I always try to include everything that I make, all the patterns and stuff, in my description. So if you are interested in doing that, obviously look in my description. But I'm going to set this unicorn aside. Obviously the only thing that's left is the Triceratops and finishing the blanket. The Triceratops needs red yarn, and I don't have any of that right now, so I'm gonna have to wait until next week. But luckily, obviously the plushie will only take me a couple of days, and then I will be able to get the unicorn and the Triceratops shipped out next week. So all is well. She'll get everything before Christmas, which is great. And as far as I'm concerned, that is my one and only commission order currently. And then I'm done. We're gonna move on to some market stuff that I need to do for the boutique next week, but obviously that's gonna be in a different video. Putting this away, and then we will start sewing these squares together. Wish me luck, because sewing takes a very, very, very long time. Unless she's crocheting the squares together, and then that won't be so slow. So we'll see.
For the end of today, I'm gonna have my shits together. If your shits aren't together, don't feel bad. My shits aren't together either. I'm not a creature of habit whatsoever. In fact, I am chronically all over the place. Something I learned in therapy really early on was routine is really important for your mindset. This park like a few days ago, and squirrels attacked our stroll. Squirrel was eating his breakfast before he could, and I wanted to take a nap because he's been so tired because he's teething. I'll be patient.
He's up and I'm feeding him the other half of these chicken nuggets. So like another big reason, yeah, that
I'm gonna redo this one as well. And then what else do I have to do? I think then I just have to do ears, arms, legs. So I might try and do just the rest of the appendages. I don't know. I can already tell I'm really not gonna enjoy the connecting part. And in general, I mean, I knew this was gonna happen, but they're not very flow. You just pick a pattern and pick a color. Like the only parameter is, will it be cute? And like obviously it's gonna be cute. So I don't know, I thought I would like really not enjoy this, but I'm kind of feeling inclined to make another one after I finish this one. But I might change my mind once I have to do the connecting part. It's so thick because there is like a kind of weirdly large amount of pink up here. I don't know, this is really throwing me off right now, but I honestly think a lot of it has to do with the tank top that I have underneath. I totally forgot. I was like lying and considering like hitting it with my hair dryer or something. Okay, I feel like, and I have not tried it.
Hello, you must forgive me for wearing the same shirt as yesterday because I have laundry going on. So, and they were meant to be done this morning and they weren't. That's why I'm wearing the same shirt. But today's Friday. It's 11:36. I've been working since 9. I worked until about 11 last night, and I actually, you could kind of see it, started sewing all the sides together. So all the way up and down for each square is connected except for the last row. Now you're probably wondering why I'm not doing that right now, and that's because I'm making a yellow square for it. Because somehow I messed up counting how many squares I need and ended up with too many blue squares and not enough yellow squares. So I have to get this square done before I sew the sides to that last column before starting the rows, sewing the rows together. Yeah, not a great start to today. Today's Friday. We're leaving to go out of town today. So I'm not entirely sure how much time I have, but we're going to try. We're gonna try. It doesn't take me too long to do the sides or the rows to sew them all together. I'm basically slip stitching them because I'm lazy, and it also looks good that way because it's in black. So yeah, I'm going to try and get this done as fast as possible, just so I can finish sewing that side and then starting sewing on the rows, and then literally all I have to do is crochet all the way around as a border. And yeah, today has been already a crazy day. It feels like Friday the 13th. It's not Friday the 13th, but that's what it feels like. That's how my day has started for you. So happy Friday, everyone.
Guide you. Weld anywhere with 120 or 240 volt power. Plus, advanced inverter technology means you get clean.
Now, or this video is just gonna be the sound of this. First off, look, I'm wearing my little filet crochet set on one side and not on the other side. I think I lost track and I just kind of started increasing on both sides. This is like kind of short. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I want a cropped poncho, but I could have done a few more rows. But my thinking is that I can make like a shorter poncho for now, and then when I get to New York and I get the others, and just consider it done and add to it later off camera. But if it's like barely anything, which is kind of what it's looking like, I might have to check back in and finish this video when I'm in New York. But yeah, just making a panel that's the same with another high school friend, Andrew, and I'm forcing him to help me shoot a brand deal at Michael's because they acquire like a lot of Joann's brands. They're starting to like roll out a large offering of fabrics and new yarns in their stores, so it's to promote that, and I actually am really excited to like check it out. And
it is currently 5:37 p.m. and I am proud to say that I am actually officially done with this blanket. My hands hurt so bad. This blanket is so heavy. I usually always did like a granny square blanket or some kind of like situation of like that's way lighter on my hands. It's not just like so much yarn and like sewing pieces together and then like doing the border or whatever. Let me show you the blanket. It still has stitch markers in the corners because I'm not entirely sure if I want to add another row. Right now I literally have 0 time to do so. So it would have to be when I come back, but technically if I stop here, the blanket is done. Let me show you. There it is. Here is the full blanket. It is so heavy, clearly big enough for a throw size, and I'm very happy with it. Obviously, here are all the squares in the colors blue, purple, pink, yellow, and orange. Pretty happy about it. It is very, very heavy. I quite literally, like, this is a hefty boy. I honestly want to say it's kind of like a weighted throw blanket because just holding it, when I ship it out, I don't even know how much this is gonna weigh when I ship it out, but it's definitely going to weigh a good amount. But yeah, finally, this blanket is done. So there we go. There is the blanket all done. Thank the Lord. I really have to pack for my out of weekend trip. I honestly am really torn between recording and not recording because this is my wedding anniversary trip we take every year. I will see you later, maybe.
What? I gave you a shot for your vlog. Say hey vlog.